Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind. This is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Hello Mama O. Hello Maricela. Hello Lynette. Hello Mary and Raven. So good to see you guys in here. I'm feeling good. I just came out of a hot yoga class. So I feel amazing. I actually took a shower. I'm like, my face is red. Now it feels amazing. I am having such a fun time with the current energies that I just like, are you guys having fun or what? I hope you guys are, because it's fucking gnarly in a good way. Hello, Joan. Welcome in. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Arena. Good to see you guys. Hello, Nancy. Good evening. Okay, so we're going to talk about the astrology of the week. This is what we do in this weekly video every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. I go over the astrology, and then I do a card reading. And we're going to pull some tarot, some animal spirits, and some oracle cards to see what the message is for us collectively for the week. But before I dive into it, I do want to invite you, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then also give this video a thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm will suggest me to other people that like similar content. That is how we grow. We share the love. Hello, Raessa. Welcome in. Also, download my free moon astrology guide. It's going to tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And then it'll enter you into my email list, which is the best way to stay in contact. That's where I announce everything that I'm doing. And there's some really epic stuff coming up. We have some live events in Sedona. Who's going to come? Oh my God. In June and then in July. So make sure to get on my email list. And also, I send out a weekly moon magic report. And I give you the astrology, the horoscope for the week, and you have it there to look at for every day that comes up. If you're feeling funky stuff, if you're feeling awesome, you can check the astrology and that report that I send out every week. So we are in full swing in the Moon Goddess training. However, there is still time to sign up if you guys want to sign up. We've just done the content for 1 week, and so far it has been so powerful and so magical. It's hard to put anything that happens in the moon goddess training into words, but what I would like to say is that it is so humbling for me to just be able to provide the space for women to heal themselves. Because honestly, like, I don't really do any healing, but I definitely give you the tools to begin to heal yourself. And that is the most powerful thing that anyone can give you, is to teach you how to heal yourself. And that is what we do. So it's just been amazing so far. We are going to move into next week, the Temple of Isis, the Great Mother. And I'm so excited about the meditation that we do on that day. And we're going to talk about the 7 sacred laws of the universe and Hermetic alchemy. Remember, this is all Atlantean wisdom, ancient Atlantean philosophy. So if you want to join us, there's still time. You're not too late. Also, we just had the most epic celebration of Beltane at Club Jai last night in the Starseed membership. I posted a really hilarious Instagram video from that broadcast. So check it out at Channel for Grace and make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm also posting stuff on TikTok if you're on there. So make sure to go check that out. And the content in TikTok is different than the content on my Instagram, but it's all fun. And I'm having so much fun with this energy. So join us in the private communities. You will have so much fun. So let's talk about this freaking week. We are now in full swing into eclipse season. We had so many like intense things happen last week. And I think depending on where you are in like your life, you're either going to feel amazing because you're like following the crazy wild ride. I told you guys to get ready for a wild ride. So you're either following and like just going with it, or you are like resisting the change and it's like trampling you. Honestly, like I have had zero attachment to like anything and everything that's been going on right now. And the less attachment I have to like, you know, for example, I had family that were going to come visit and then now they're not. And then, so now a different family is coming to visit. And I mean, it's just like, it's kind of crazy to me what's happening, but it's all just exciting. So if you can, that would be the best advice. If you can just go with the flow and just be excited about everything, you're going to be fine, because that's what the universe wants us to do. I need my cosmic drama mime. Is that how you say it? But of course, now we're in a whole new week. So officially into eclipse season, this is the wild ride. What continues from last week, and if you want to watch any of the transits and know anything that's going on that went on last week, which La Resistance last week, which is it is playing a big role. It prepared us. It's preparing us for this journey. Then check out the videos. I did the astrology video last week. I did last week's astrology. I mean, we had Pluto retrograde, Mercury entering Gemini. We had the eclipse. We had Beltane. There's a lot. So now we are seeing more and more changes. Rachel says, I have a lot of planets in Taurus and Scorpio. Wow, yeah. So being fixed is no joke, but my Gemini placements are helping me with the flow. Exactly. So grateful for the sacred space you created for us. Goddess is forever grateful for you, Jai. I'm so grateful for you guys too. You have no idea. So guess what? Today, Venus entered Aries. That's the big thing of the week. So can you feel that? I could totally feel that. Venus in Aries is like want, desire, like drive, motivation. It's like that Mars energy. It's interesting because Venus is in detriment in Libra, but it doesn't really feel like it if you know how to have fun with it. So if you know how to have fun with Venus and Aries, then you will have a freaking blast. So it's like this sort of sexy, like very like strong sexual energy, and the desire to like be desirable and like desire things just because you feel the urge, the need, the want. This is also where Venus gets to like she can be a little impulsive, and Venus does have to do with money and spending money. So you can be a little impulsive with spending money. So like be careful so that you are making sure that you're like keeping yourself in track. But there's literally there's no it's boundless, the amount of fun that you can have with Venus in the sign of Aries. So she's going to be in this sign until, when is the date? I don't have it written down, or do I? It's going to be a minute. So definitely for, this whole week. I can actually look it up because I have my handy dandy chart right here. And I would love for you guys to see when, to know exactly when this is going to be happening. So let's go current transits, and I'm going to fast forward. I'm actually about to record a video for the Starseed membership talking all about Venus and Aries. There's a lot more to talk about, but so May 28th. So basically, she's here for all of May, and then she enters Taurus, which she's going to really love being in because she rules the sign of Taurus. So this is a transit that's going to be going on for the entire month. So that is actually, I'm really excited about that. What we're also going to see this week is Jupiter making a sextile to Pluto. That's a good thing. Sextiles and trines can bring in harmonious energy. Jupiter is the biggest planet. Pluto is about transformation. So Jupiter will give sort of expansive growth and purpose to your transformation in a positive way. So all of the changes that are going on in your life right now because of Pluto, because of the South Node in Scorpio which that sign Pluto rules, and because the South Node is all about karmic change and karmic shift and letting go of old patterns and allowing new ones to step in, new ways of doing things, new ways of finding stability, with Uranus on the opposite end of the spectrum with the North Node, which that's where the eclipse was with the North Node, which means destiny moving forward. It's not about focusing on the past. When we have South Node eclipses, which we're going to have in less than 2 weeks, that's the heavy energy. The South Node eclipses are the heavy karmic, like, ooh, it's like weighted. But the North Node eclipses tend to be felt a little bit more vibrant, or to me, anyways, personally, this is how I interpret the eclipses with the North Node, because they guide us forward. And even though it's into the unknown and it's uncomfortable, because it is the unknown and it is the uncomfortable, it is actually forward movement. So with a sextile from Jupiter to Pluto, there's big, powerful growth. And remember that Pluto just went retrograde. So this is a more reflective time. The outer planets don't like hit us that hard when they're retrograding. It's the smaller planets that cause a little bit more of like a jumpy energy. But with Pluto being retrograde, this can also be experienced as a very internal process. So you're getting this expansive growth. Jupiter is giving the transformation of Pluto a positive focus so that you can be in more growth and less stagnation. There's no stagnation right now, you guys. If you guys are stagnant, if you feel stagnant in your life, I don't know what's going on because with you, I'm just kidding. But honestly, like there should be no stagnation right now. Like everything is like full speed ahead. Like we're going forward in life. And this is like, all astrologers have really been talking about this. Like the world is changing and we have to change with it because we are the world. We are the world. So we have to change with it. We have to go to the next unknown. We have to expand our horizons. And these events, these astrological events affect us personally based off of where those things are found in your chart, and they affect us collectively because of the whole collective frequency, collective mind of the planet. So there's no out of it. You can't get out of it. Like, life's never going to go back to the way it was. Things are going to keep changing so intensely, but can you get excited about it? Can you find some kind of exciting thing to attach it to? Today it's interesting because I used to never have plants. Okay. I did another reel, Instagram reel about me getting plants. I went to Home Depot because I needed to get potting soil for some of my other plants that are legit like bursting. They're legit like, oh my God, they're just like, I don't know. I think it's the mantras. Like, so I have these little mantra boxes, and the mantra boxes are literally playing 24/7, like right underneath the plants. And what they do is they hold a frequency, and it's the Waheguru mantra that I have going on right now under my plants. And they are like, since I got them, they have just been like exploding with growth. And I'm like thinking, this isn't normal. Plants don't really grow this fast, but they've got me meditating around them. They've got the mantras going on next to them. They've got like the positive energy. They've got the excitement. They have the love. Like, that is everything we need to grow, all living things. So today I was at Home Depot getting potting soil, and I've kind of come into this sort of, I wouldn't necessarily call it like an addiction, but it's definitely a new thing for me. And I got these two plants like the week that Gaia passed away, my dog, which was December. And within a month, they needed a new pot, and now they need a new pot again. And I'm like, okay, I'm hoping that this pot will last for a while, because they're like won't stop like exploding, growing. It's amazing to watch. But anyways, since those two first plants, I've started to get more and more and more. And today I was not going shopping for plants, but obviously that's so Venus and Aries, right? You don't just like go, I mean, I guess some people do. Mostly when I do my like intuitive shopping, it happens spontaneously and it doesn't even matter. So I was at Home Depot, and I'm walking around, and I'm just like looking at the outside plants, and it's like the flowers, there's a lot of flowers, and I was like, oh, maybe I should get a bunch of flowers. But the flowers aren't the ones that really call me. The plants that call me are the big green ones, like the big indoor plants. Like, I want a huge like plant inside. Like, anyways, so I bought this. I got two plants, and I made this little reel about it, because literally, I really did that. That song, I Feel Like a Woman, Shania Twain. I was like, it came into my head as soon as I put the plants in the car in the front seat. And I was like, oh, here we go. So I played that song as I'm like driving out of Home Depot. Like, that's how crazy and like wild you got to just let yourself be right now. Like, don't take anything seriously. With those plants, I was just so happy, It's just, anyways, I digress. Random story, or maybe not so random, but a kind of a cool example of what's going on. Growth and plants are obviously the most, like, the perfect way to like show growth in your life. And for me to bring all of these plants in to my life like this during this period where I never used to have plants. But my mom has like hundreds of plants. My grandma was like, everybody was a green thumb. Even my sister has had plants, but not me. I just haven't been the one to have plants. And now all of a sudden it's like, I can't get enough plants. Somebody explain this to me. I can't get enough plants. So anyways, that is how it's kind of unfolding in my life. And I'm just allowing myself to have fun with it. Humble Ra says, yeah, same with you. So here's the other thing that's happening this week. The other thing is that the sun is making a conjunction to Uranus. So more of that, I feel like the eclipse had this frequency And now that the sun, hello Jason, welcome in. And now that the sun is like merging with Uranus, it's like boof, the explosion of that energy. It's almost like the big like release. You know that emoji with like the brain that's exploding, like poof, it's kind of like that. I feel like that's the energy. So the sun represents the soul. It represents like the essence of who we are inside, who we feel we are inside. Obviously, collectively, you know, the sun is in Taurus. So this means that this is normally Taurus season is like things are more chill, but there's no way that you're going to feel that with Uranus, like sticking a freaking lightning bolt into it or sticking like a arrow into it. Like it's just not, that's not how it's going to be. So expect this sort of unpredictable growth and expansion and all these things to just be even more, to like snap even more. Yeah, exactly. Nancy just put up the emoji. That's how it is. That's how this is right now. So it's actually really exciting. I am really, really excited about it. And then next week, we'll talk about it next week, but next week Mercury goes retrograde in Gemini, but that's next week. And so that means that Mercury is going to be retrograde when we have the full moon total lunar eclipse in Scorpio with the South Node. There's a lot of like kind of crazy healing. There's a lot of like healing being asked of us where we have no choice but to like just do it. And if you, like I said, if you resist, you're going to have a hard time. So anyways, let's pull some cards and see what our spirit guides, angels, and teachers want us to know. So let me say a little prayer to clear the cards. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and teachers for being here with us this evening. I would like to ask help clearing the energy of the cards, as well as my energy, so I can be that open channel of wisdom, of grace, of intuition to flow through. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Hey, babe. Life is exploding with fruit flavors. It's like gushers. Okay. Yeah, and things are happening very, very fast. We're going to do a 5-card pull. And yeah, exactly. Aries is very much like the Nike thing. Just do it. 5-card pull. And we'll see what we got. All right. Ooh, the Fool. Oh, I love this. Okay, this is fun. Oh my God. And then 4 of Wands. Whoa, what is going on here? Okay, and let us put this aside and pull an animal spirit. Dude, I like that we got that Fool card. That is just epic. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. I have to grab that because it fell down. Dun 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 dun. Okay. This is really funny. So guess what? This is the intuition card. We start with the Fool. So we're on, you know what this means? This means that we're on the hero's journey. The Fool card is the hero's journey. That's what it represents. It represents you stepping into consciousness, becoming a conscious being. Whoa, that's what we're doing. We are becoming conscious. So the energy of Aries is very present this week, and and also what we may experience is something completely new that we've never experienced before. We may also experience the excitement of a new journey. The excitement of a new journey. And something that we've never like experienced, dealt with, like it'll just show up in our lives. And we may even go get it. Like we may even go and find it. That's what the Fool card is all about. It's new beginnings. It's innocence. It's being, hello Kim, welcome in. Hello Melanie too, welcome in. It's being in, like it's fresh. It's like seeing the world through a child's eyes. And look how cool. In this picture, there's a goddess, there's the universe, there's butterflies, and then there's a wolf. There's a wolf. And the wolf is the teacher. So this means that this week this is the beginning, the initiation of a powerful teaching that is arriving into our lives. The next card we get, this is in the challenge position. This is the Four of Wands. So because it's such unpredictable and fast changing energy, we may be in more of like a shock than anything else. Some of us may be in shock. I'm choosing to just like keep growing and keep expanding. But the Four of Wands is the card of celebration. So the challenge is to celebrate this change, to celebrate it, to actually find something within it that you actually enjoy about it. What can you celebrate in your life this week? The overall theme, this is very interesting. The overall theme is actually the Seven of Wands. This is a very cool image in this card, but the Seven of Wands can be competition, it can be a challenge, and it can be a struggle. Competition, challenge, and struggle, which means that this experience that we're having, this newness, can be definitely experienced as a challenge. But think about the positive aspect of what a challenge is. You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of the Enneagram type 3 and the Enneagram type 8. So the 8 is actually known as the challenger. The 8 needs things to prove themselves. And so it will challenge you to prove what you got, you know? And then with the 3, the Enneagram type number 3, when things are a challenge, it's exciting because this means that you get to like try really hard and work really hard to try to make it happen and to get through the challenge and to like resolve the, you know, like challenges are like exciting things to the Enneagram type 3 and to the Enneagram type 8. They show us our true worth. Like they show you what is your true worth when you can confront, when you can face a challenge or a struggle and rise above it by figuring it out or like jumping over it or whatever it is, like facing it. This is what I'm getting from this card, is that it's not a bad thing. I don't feel a negative energy from this. I feel that this is a time for us to step up, that's what the universe is actually asking of us, is to step up. So what do our spirit guides want us to know about these energies? And it is the 9 of Wands. It is a beautiful card where she is seen meditating in the center. So find your grounding, find your center, find your anchor. What's your anchor right now during these wild times? We should all have an anchor, some kind of a thing that like, brings you back. For me lately, it's been, we just started a 40-day meditation and I've done it like many times. And sometimes when you sit down to meditate, it's challenging, and sometimes it's actually like super easy. This time around, I am so far, because I know things can change, but so far I just feel like it's giving me strength. Like I feel like it's my strength right now. And the consistency of it makes me feel like I'm doing great. You know, like it makes me feel strong. And that's how that's one way to interpret this energy, is this: find your anchor. What is your anchor in your life? But the 9 of Wands is about courage, persistence, and strength. So the only way that you're going to get through whatever challenge, whatever new initiation is showing up in your life right now is, one, by finding something to celebrate about it, finding something that is really exciting about it, facing the challenge head on with courage and persistence. And I would add commitment, because commitment is a big part of the success that you will have. One of the other things that has been my anchor has also been the essential oils. I have been like literally just like lathering myself in essential oils, and it's just felt so amazing to do that. And it's like a miracle how the essential oils will completely shift your frequency, just because it's a chemical reaction when you smell them. And the purer the oil, where it comes from and how it's made and all this stuff, the more healing qualities that it actually has. So the shark is an interesting energy. The shark there's a couple of things that are coming up with the shark. The first thing is that it's almost like the world can be experienced in 2 different ways. And one of them is, especially right now, one of them is that you are being like stalked by like this shark energy. Because the shark, what it does when it eats its prey or whatever, it circles it, right? It circles it, and then it makes the circle like smaller and smaller and smaller until there's no way out. And then, you know, and so that is the feeling that the shark brings up, is that there is something that is happening collectively that none of us can really get out of. However, and here's the other thing, is that when that moment comes where like, I feel like it's you submerge yourself, right? So if it was an actual like literal like shark attack, then you would probably die or whatever, you know. But what I feel is it's not obviously, we don't think of these things literally. I mean, this is all symbolic. But the other message I'm getting is that once it's coming, it's circling us, and then once it latches on or it attacks, it will be the submerging. And then we'll be submerged underwater. And then when you open your eyes under the water, you're actually going to see like the profound depth of everything that you had been missing. And the fear of going under has been keeping you from seeing the true miracles in your life. So don't fear the energy of the shark. In fact, if you embody the energy of the shark and you know what you want, right, then you will circle what you want and stalk what you want, and then dive deep into the water to actually go and bring it out, to unearth or to bring it up to the surface so that you can really deal with it. But it's below the surface. That's what I'm getting. It's like it's below the surface that the key to whatever you're dealing with is found. It's in the deep. You got to roll in the deep. It's rolling in the deep. Let's do 3 of the oracle cards to add to what we got going on right here. Oh, the first one is, dude, we got this yesterday for Beltane celebration. Multidimensional. You are a multidimensional being of light. So remember your dimensionality. Remember that you are not just in this physical reality. This physical reality is the manifestation of a bunch of other stuff that is being co-created by you in other dimensions. And it's also the manifestation in space of ideas and things that have been like the rhythm of something that's been coming from long time, like boom. It's the reaction. It's like right now your life is a reaction to things from the past, to some kind of a rhythm that you've been going through. And you need to remember your multidimensionality. Because if you forget that, then you will feel stuck. Because in the third dimension, you can feel stuck unless you realize that you're not stuck. And that's the key to manifesting, is that we're not stuck. The only thing that makes us feel stuck is our limiting beliefs. It's belief systems that like our conditioning. Our conditioning, specifically, if you want to get deep into this, if you go into human design and you look at all the centers that are undefined, those are the centers that you have the conditioning within. Because I mean, you can still be conditioned in your defined centers, but your defined centers have their definition, and so they're more solid. Like it's easy for you to find yourself within that space. For example, I have a defined throat and a defined ajna, which means that my mind and my thoughts and my intuition, the space of intuition and the space of expression and manifestation is like, it's on. But then I have to be careful of what I'm thinking, because that's a strength for me. That's one of my strengths, is to manifest my thoughts into reality. And everything else in my chart is undefined, which means I've been conditioned in all of these things. And I don't have a thing that I need to latch onto. There is nothing. When you have no definition, there's no definition. You don't need to define it. You don't need to know what is yours of that. You just need to let it be open and let it flow. So when you try to define yourself through the undefined centers, that's when you get stuck, because you are literally being conditioned by someone else's idea, someone else's belief system, something that you adopted. So the more undefined centers you have, the more, I think, that maybe the more challenging it may be. It could be, I could be wrong with that, but maybe it's challenging for you to let go of all of those belief systems, all that conditioning, so that you can be free to be yourself. Because you should be focusing only on your defined centers, not your undefined centers. If you're focusing on like controlling your undefined centers, you will, it's almost like you're doing the opposite. You're living the opposite of you're being your not self. You're not being yourself. So your design is very particular to how you can find success in your life. Regardless, all of these systems remind us of this, our multidimensionality. That is, it's key to understand and know what that means for you. It's to not get stuck. Remember, you are a multidimensional being. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, these cards are really beautiful. This is the new deck that I've been using, called Children of the Cosmos. All right, so here we are. The next card that we get is Transcending Duality. Wow, this one is big. This one is big. We are, it says we are transcending duality and merging into oneness. Look at this beautiful card. Transcending duality. But there is so much more to this. So we just started diving into the gene keys in our Moon Goddess training. And one of the things that we learn in the gene keys is that every gene key has a shadow and a gift, and then a city. And the city is basically the divine gift. It's literally the transcendence of the duality of the shadow and the gift, or the dark and the light. It's literally the transcendence of the duality. So what I feel like this card is communicating to us, because I study these systems and I know how important it is to know our designs, is that this is a time where the universe is asking us, and this is collectively, because remember, this is a collective message. The universe is asking us to let go collectively of what we think is dark and light. Like let go of the whole thing altogether, like transcend it altogether and find a new way. Find a new way. This is also, this card, it also has a lot of sun symbolism, like the sun, the sun, the sun. So this is also the meaning that is coming through for the sun conjunct Uranus transit that's going to be happening this week. It's about transcending duality. And let's pull one more. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful evening. Hello, Hannah. Welcome in. All right. Here we go. Letting go. Of course. How can you fly if you aren't willing to give up everything that is weighing you down, including the duality and the three-dimensional existence? In order to fly, in order to release and let go and rise, you have to let go of everything that's weighing you down this week. How are you going to do that? That's a very personal choice, a very personal experience. But nevertheless, this is a powerful, powerful, powerful week. I've been working a lot with frankincense, so I recommend frankincense. I don't know why, it's just coming up. Frankincense. Use frankincense this week. I hope that you guys have a beautiful week. I will be back on Wednesday for the Magic of Venus. And then we are going to do our mini readings on Friday, which we have not been doing because it's just been too much going on. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome in. So join us. Join me also on my Instagram at Moon Goddess Training. If you want to do a 40-day meditation with us, I go live. I'm going to go live. I started on Sunday every day for 40 days to do a Kundalini Yoga meditation to help open up all of the channels, the chakras, and to open up the pineal gland and work with the higher centers to activate our intuition and our ability to see the unseen, hear the unheard, and connect more deeply with our higher self. So I do that hello, Danny. I do that every day now for 40 days at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So you can join me for that if you want to. Any of the days. Tomorrow, actually, it's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific, but every other day, all the other days are going to be at 11 a.m. So there's a lot of exciting things coming up. We're going to have an eclipse in Scorpio, a total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I'm going to be running a live event. Hello, Ellie the Belly. I'm going to be running a live event in Sedona. So like a one-day event, a one-day little retreat experience where we are going to go on a hike to one of the vortexes. And I'm feeling very strongly that we're going to be hiking in a location that has been the information has been given to me that it is where it's the goddess Isis temple. It's the energy of goddess Isis. And so it makes sense because I've been so drawn to this area in Sedona. So we're going to be going for a morning vortex hike. And then we're going to be meeting like for lunch or like kind of breaking for lunch, but I have a feeling that people are going to want to kind of keep hanging out and have like a lunch together. We can even do like some kind of a picnic or something at the park. That would be really cool. And then in the evening, because June 13th is actually a full moon in Sagittarius, we are going to have a full moon ceremony on the Sedona rocks, and we're going to watch the moon rise. And we are going to also do a little bit of star gazing as the evening arrives. So it's going to be a beautiful experience to finally, this is going to be my first live event I used to do them in Boulder and stuff, but nothing like this. I've never done anything like this before. And I feel like it's time. I'm really excited. And then at the end of July, Water Baby and I, Balmy Spirit and I, will be doing a retreat together. We'll be hosting a retreat together for the Lionsgate. So around the 28th, the last week of like July. Yeah, it's going to be so amazing. So it's coming, you guys. It's coming. It's time to get together. It's time to pray together. I feel that very strongly. And so did Lola. And we just like, we're on the same page. So we're just going with it. I'm so excited. So I'll be sending out like an email about that this week for the June event. If you want to sign up, there is going to be limited spots. So I think I'm going to cap it at 20. So I just want to make sure that there's like not too many of us, you know, because anyways, it doesn't matter. But I think I'm going to cap it at 20. And yes, I'm so freaking stoked. So this is the week where we may get to like breathe, because next week is going to be gnarly. We got the Scorpio eclipse. I hope you have a beautiful week. And I will see you all again very soon. Sat Nam.